The question of tax dodging has been in the news a lot lately, mainly because of the New York Times report that President Trump, despite his claimed billions of dollars in wealth,
I'm really rich,
only paid between $0 and $750 in taxes over the past several years. Now, while rich people paying very little in taxes compared to their wealth isn't exactly news for anyone who understands our tax system, this attracted attention partially because the mystery of Trump's tax returns has captivated many since he entered the race in 2015. So, I felt it's worth taking the time to consider the difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. Now, of course, people on the left are probably thinking that it was more tax evasion. People on the right are probably thinking it's more tax avoidance. But I'm going to talk about the differences. So the biggest differences between tax avoidance and tax evasion is an orange jumpsuit. Now, tax avoidance is legal while tax evasion is not. Now, tax avoidance is something that many people have done in the form of tax credits, deductions, and exemptions, even if they aren't billionaires working with sophisticated lawyers. So if you've ever given to a charity and deducted that amount from your tax bill, that is a form of tax avoidance. So essentially, tax avoidance is any legal action taken through legal means to reduce the amount of money you have to pay taxes on. So as a tax planner, I tell my clients the tax code supports tax avoidance. The tax code has red lights, the things you can't do, and green lights, legal ways to reduce taxes. So typically when you're working with the CPA, now the CPA will tell you what you can't do, the red lights, while a good tax planner will tell you what the green lights are in the tax code, the ways to legally reduce your taxes. Now, the words tax avoidance, it might have somewhat of a negative connotation, but in reality, the tax code is designed to help people pay as little tax as possible. In fact, there are a number of IRS-sanctioned methods of avoiding taxes that most commonly include things like, well, I just said charity, but also using pre-tax dollars to fund an IRA or a 401k, taking deductions for things such as mortgage interest, property taxes, and medical expenses, claiming tax credits offered by the IRS, deducting business expenses to reduce your taxable income, holding investments longer to benefit from a lower capital gains tax rate. In fact, part of the reason the tax code is so complicated is that it is loaded with tax avoidance provisions. They're called tax loopholes. And the more tax avoidance measures you take, the more money you stand to save. So let's flip to tax evasion. Now that, on the other hand, is when you don't pay taxes by illegal means. Now this can be done in a number of ways, but essentially it comes down to hiding the amount of taxes you should owe from the government. Now, let me give you some examples. It's things like deliberately underreporting or omitting income, keeping two sets of books and making false entries in your books and records, claiming false and overstated deductions on a return. If you remember the New York Times report, Trump deducted a little over $700,000 in consulting fees that he paid to his daughter. Anyway, there's also things like hiding or transferring assets or income. Another one is claiming personal expenses as business expenses. So this is a big one. Say that you bought camera equipment for your business as a photographer, but actually you just bought it for personal use. That, my friend, would be tax evasion. This example is one of the major points of the current focus on Trump's taxes, as some are alleging he illegally wrote off $70,000 in hairstyling expenses. Now, this probably was a legit write-off. Tax avoidance and tax evasion. What are the consequences? So, if everything is done above board, there are no negative consequences to tax avoidance for most people. You just get a lower tax bill. Now, of course, if you run for president and it turns out you paid an effective tax rate much lower than your income seemed to warrant, then it might look bad to potential voters. Just ask Mitt Romney, who made headlines for his low 14% effective tax rate back in 2012. Now, the consequences of tax evasion are a bit more severe. It could result in huge fines or even jail time. You know, having to wear that orange jumpsuit. All right, bottom line. Tax avoidance is the practice of using legal maneuvers to minimize one's tax burden. Tax evasion, on the other hand, is using illegal means to hide income from the IRS or take deductions that you're not actually allowed. So this is why it's so important to use a tax professional. When people do taxes themselves and don't use a professional, they can leave a lot of money on the table. So when you start your own virtual tax business, learning tax code, tax law, tax theory, going through tax school, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're the expert. You'll be able to show people your value and how you can put more money into their pockets. So click below, start your own tax business, create generational wealth, and more importantly, be an advocate for the people and help them get the money that they deserve.